Hi, Dr. C here with more MPJE study tips for you. Today I want to talk about my ultimate federal MPJE review book and how it may be helpful to you. In another video I talk about why I don't have review books for every state. You can look for that video for more information, but suffice it to say that I developed the federal book to try and help candidates in states other than the states where we do have books, which are Texas, Florida, and Pennsylvania. Now, is the federal book the perfect solution for other states? No, it's still going to require some additional study material or research on your part. But I developed the federal law book for two reasons, really. The first reason is I looked around and I found out there were not a lot of good resources available that covered federal pharmacy laws. And the ones I did find were either hopelessly outdated or were not really focused on the MPJE itself. The second reason I developed the federal book is I had gotten so much positive feedback on our approach in our state books with our study tips and the way we organize our material that the best way I could think of to help candidates in all the other states was to write a federal book that could at least get them moving in the right direction. By the way, I do get candidates in Texas and Florida and Pennsylvania who ask me, do I need to buy the federal book in addition to the state-specific books? And the answer to that is no. I do include federal material in the state-specific books. So what is in the federal book? Well, the federal book includes information on the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, the Poison Prevention Packaging Act, HIPAA, and other miscellaneous laws that are all relevant to the MPJE. These are all found in Chapter 2 of the book. Chapter 3 of the book is very important because it includes the Federal Controlled Substances Act and rules, which obviously is going to be covered on the MPJE. Chapter 4 in the federal book is about USP compounding chapters, including USP chapters 795, 797, and 800. And this particular chapter is written by a USP expert, not by me. You may know that there are new versions of these USP chapters that are going to go into effect November 1st, 2023. So this year's book covers the existing rules in detail, but we did include a brief summary of what the upcoming changes are to these USP chapters. Next year's versions of the book will contain all the new updated chapters for USP. And the final chapter in the book, Chapter 5, we've got practice questions with explanatory answers, which we have in all of our MPJE review books. Now, the one thing that the federal book has that our state books do not have can be found in Chapter 1. In Chapter 1, I actually spent about 37 pages going through the MPJE competency statements in detail. In that section, I try to point out what those competency statements likely mean and what you need to study under your state law or under the federal law and the other parts of the book to cover that particular MPJE competency. Now, it does require a little bit of additional work for you to nail down the state-specific requirements, but by going through the chapter in the federal book before you start reading your state laws, I think it really points you in the right direction to totally prepare for the MPJE in any state. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and subscribe to our free updates on our website.